who can really run their offense through their bigs.
BA, over the years, one of the things I've heard from coaches quite often is how effective a three-tool big man can be. When you can drive it, pass it, shoot it, score it, do all the things they can, it changes the geometry of the floor.
Here are the 5 for the Suns. Booker and Beal in the talented backcourt. Nick Richards out there with Kevin Durant, and it's done in at the 3. Tipped. And they call an illegal screen here.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Edwards a screen on Booker for 3. Conley, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Well, just such a smooth, pretty lefty stroke. That three-point opportunity for Mike Conley, yes, sir.
Drains the triple.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And stolen by Edwards. Randall, pass to McDaniels. Offline with a 3. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. And Doris, you watch Anthony Edwards year to year. He just keeps reaching a new level.
He wants greatness badly. He's putting in the time, BA, to get there. Anthony Edwards, the shooting, the confidence, the leadership, everything's growing. He's now producing like an MVP. Look out, everybody. Here he comes.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
The Suns have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. It's Beal on the wing. For 3, Booker. Rebound, Minnesota.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question, he altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Stolen by Conley. On the break. Back to Daniels. Pass to Edwards. Lets it go from deep. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
Boy, what a good-looking stroke. Ready on the catch, Anthony Edwards. That jumper is nice.
Durant with the bucket.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
It's stolen by Dunn. And the Suns pushing it up now. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Some shooters will get tunnel vision, but Beal with a nice unselfish play there.
Outside for Randall. There's the 3. Hits the three-pointer.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Here's Booker driving inside. The 3 is up. That's good from Durant on the assist from Booker. Durant's got 8.
The fluidity, the mechanics, the purity. KD's jumper is sweet.
And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Edwards. O'Neal, he's checked in for Phoenix. Jones comes in for Bradley Beal. Durant, no good. The Timberwolves trail. All right, Doris, what's kind of an unsung stat you appreciate about the Suns lineup?
Wow, they are so gifted offensively. So I'd have to say very good at getting to the free throw line. That's important. Very good at baiting defenders and putting your opponent into the bonus. That's big. Attacking into coverage. They get to spend plenty of time at the free throw line. It's an underrated advantage, BA.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, the Timberwolves are one of the biggest teams in the association, and Coach Chris Finch said, quote, "That's how we're built. It's part of our identity. That's what we have to lean into. We want to be big at the rim and force our size on opponents." Brian, he loves to see other teams hesitant to venture into the paint.
Hearing footsteps, right? Allie, thanks. And the Suns making a change here. Micic is checked in. For 3, Randall. It's hauled in by the Suns. Three-pointer. Richards, the pass to O'Neal. Outside Durant. Over Clark. Pass to Micic. Now O'Neal. On the wing, Durant. Goes up with it again, and they pick up 2. 10 points for him.
Boy, no hesitation right there. You see Kevin Durant assertive on the offensive end.
Lets the 3 fly, nails it from 3. And that ties it up.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. From outside the arc, book it, and it's Randall with the assist. Alexander Walker's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Yeah, Julius Randle has a good feel on the offensive end. On time and on target with the pass.
Pass to Durant. Gets it off. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
Yeah, what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
We've got Dante DiVincenzo. Miller is out there with Naz Reid. Then there's Anthony Edwards. And it's Alexander Walker in at small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves. Miller pulls it in. Minnesota leading by 3. Shot is up. Plumlee pulls down the board.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
The 3, DiVincenzo. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Suns trail by 3. Allen, the pass to Jones. Beal outside. Takes the 3. Connects from downtown.
You're talking about one of the sweetest shooting guards in the entire NBA. Bradley Beal from deep. Yes, sir.
Doris, in terms of assist-to-turnover ratio, Tyus Jones normally leads the league.
B.A., this guy is such a steady hand at the lead guard position. Tyus always makes excellent decisions, plays within himself, and plays mistake-free basketball.
Now here's Allen. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Beal surveying the D. Back to Allen. Just 5 to shoot. There's a screen. Pass to Beal. Deflects the pass. Deflected! Outside Edwards. Alexander Walker with it. Here's Miller. He's covered by O'Neal. Miller, a screen on Beal. The 3, DiVincenzo. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Another lead change. Give these teams credit. They're really fighting it out.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
From deep three-point land. Reed can't hit.
We all know he's a good shooter. But from that distance, I don't think so.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Now here's Beal. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. Edwards for 3. The triple hits for Edwards.
Edwards, such an explosive scorer. You don't want to concede that three-point shot. Boy, that's going to make him feel good.
Allen a screen. Three-pointer. Beal sinks it from distance. Beal's got 6 here in the quarter.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
DiVincenzo, pass to Alexander Walker. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And so Beal will bring it up for the Suns. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. And again, it's Phoenix from deep. You're a good person to ask this, Doris. Why do so many point guards turn into successful coaches?
Yeah, I think, obviously, Brian, as a point guard, you're responsible for knowing every position on the floor, where they're supposed to be at all times. And you're also sort of thinking like a coach already. This person hasn't had a bucket in a while. How do I get them in a position to make them successful? So I think you're in control of so much as a point guard that it naturally translates to coaching. No one better to answer with the 3 ball than Mr. Bradley Beal.
Allen finds Beal. Outside O'Neal. From deep. And again, it's Bradley Beal with the 3. And now a 6-point Phoenix lead. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Suns.
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
Now here's Miller. Yet to see a basket. Miller, a screen on Plumlee. Knocks down the triple.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Beal outside. Back to O'Neal. Pass to Beal. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
DiVincenzo, pass to McDaniels. And that one, good. McDaniels got 5. Here's Beal. Fires for 3. He can't get that one to fall. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Phoenix out. All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the 3rd quarter. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. How about Bradley Beal having a dominant impact in this game?
I love how effortlessly he scored. The game just comes so easy for him.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
On the floor for Phoenix, Damian Lee out there with Devin Booker. Then there's Kevin Durant. Then there's Nick Richards. And it's done in at the 3. Now here's Durant. Pass to Lee. Over to the wing. Just 4 to shoot. Fader on the way. And all around the rim that time before dropping. 12 points for him.
You know, being that wide open sometimes leads to a miss, but that fadeaway was money.
McDaniels passes to Gobert. Here's Randall. Outside McDaniels. And the 3 off target.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Doris, you look at the tools McDaniels has on defense. He can be special.
He can. There's incredible length, the reach, the strength. McDaniels very much able to be a shutdown defender against the best offensive players in the game.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Ryan, Anthony Edwards, his disposition just brightens a locker room. Coach Chris Finch said he's an absolute joy to coach. Always in a great mood with a great smile. It doesn't matter if he plays well or he doesn't. Every day he has the same approach and the same attitude.
And he wants to be great, Allie. There's no doubt about that. Sinks the tray.
How about that? Impressive range from Devin Booker. Tremendous touch.
Randall, good.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now here's Durant. 12 points for him. Takes a 3. McDaniels with the rebound. The 3, Conley. The rebound by Devin Booker. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Durant against Randall. Beyond the arc. Oh, Durant, an absolute sniper.
Well, there's an innate sense of how to play the game when we're talking Kevin Durant. The pick and roll has become second nature to him.
McDaniels can't hit. The Suns lead by 3. Jacks up a 3. That doesn't go either for Durant.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Outside McDaniels. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. McDaniel's got 8.
Well, this is the all-around game of Julius Randle, right? We think he can score it, board it, but how about that pass?
Booker, the pass to Durant. Now here's Booker. Back to Dunn. Down low. The kick to Durant. The Suns need to get off a shot. The 3. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now. And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
Now here's Conley. Edwards for 3. And Booker pulls it down. Dunn, the pass to Durant. Fires the 3. Back to Dunn. Pass to Durant. Randall with a steal. It's Edwards on the wing. Counted from distance. 9 points in the game. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Minnesota.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. DiVincenzo's checked in. And a change for the Suns. Bradley Beal, he's checked in for Lee. The Timberwolves lead by 3. Outside Conley. Up top Edwards. Booker defending. Randall outside. DiVincenzo pass to Randall. 5 to shoot. And Minnesota again with a bucket.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
Suns trail by 5.
Might be a good idea to run the clock. Hold it for the last shot.
It's all about patience right here. Patience and execution. Get a good look.
Sends it home from three-point land.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
Got it off in time. No good. Misses at the buzzer. What a performance for Julius Randle. He has been the... And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Leading the defense like a point guard.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. We've got Edwards. He's out there with Dante DiVincenzo, and it's Clark in at the 3 slot. So that's the Timberwolves 5. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Durant. And Minnesota making a change here. Garza's checked in. Edwards against Beal. Edwards, a pass to Reed. Just 5 on the clock. The 3 ball. Durant pulls it in. Durant's got 4 rebounds in the game. The 3, Booker. And the Suns get another 3.
They set him up. Booker's going to knock it down. Great execution there.
Reed with it. Durant covering. Kicks it out to Clark. Launches it. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Booker's got 4 rebounds now. They are looking really strong offensively.
Yeah, just terrific momentum. Let's see if they can keep it up.
O'Neal, pass to Bull. Beal outside. Fires at the elbow. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. Now it's a 6-point Phoenix lead.
Well, under duress of the shot clock, Beal is exactly the guy you want taking the shot. That guy has big-time guts.
2 open that time. Made it look easy. Reed's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
This continues to be a battle. The lead is within reach.
Yeah, but that's been elusive. They've missed a few plays along the way that they'd love to have back.
Reed against Durant. Back to Beal. for three. Garza grabs a board. Timberwolves trail by 3. Edwards, a pass to Garza. Edwards against Beal. Pass to DiVincenzo to tie it up. It's hauled in by the Suns.
Ooh, he really came close to leveling the score there.
Oh, he had it in his sights. He wanted it. That bucket would have been huge.
Three-pointer, Beal, who poked away. Bull finds Beal. DiVincenzo with a steal. And now the T-Wolves on the break. Clark against Durant. And stolen by Bull. And now the Suns fast break. Knocked away. DiVincenzo with the steal. We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. Reed passes to DiVincenzo. Outside Edwards. Shot clock at 3. Over to the left wing. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
Ingles, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Mike Conley comes in for Clark. Richards is checked in for the Suns. Dunn comes in for O'Neal. Booker with a screen on DiVincenzo. Here's Beal. Edwards pulls it in.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Fires the 3. And Beal gets it to go on the assist by Durant. Beal's got 23. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Phoenix.
You have to be a fan of the energy they played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
I think it's also important we have to acknowledge how many scoring opportunities they've created from their spectacular defense, getting a bunch of points off turnovers.
Now here's Beal. And Dante DiVincenzo is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Rudy Gobert's checked in for Reed. Randall comes in for Ingles. And McDaniels is subbed in for DiVincenzo. Bull, he's checked in for the Suns. O'Neal comes in for Dunn. Beal against Edwards. Tries it from 19. No good, off the front rim. Here's Minnesota. 6-point game. Back to Conley. Outside for Randall. Pass to Edwards. This one for 3. Kevin Durant pulls it in.
At this point, I'm not sure if it's the play calling or the player himself.
Beal gets the bucket.
It was going back and forth for a bit, but now they're certainly looking like the better team.
McDaniels from long range. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up.
Well, if you want to pinpoint one thing about Mike Conley, it's his feel for the game. That's a pretty pass.
And stolen by Edwards. Three-pointer. And nails the tray.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
So it's the Suns taking the W in a close one. Thanks, Alec. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks.
Conley in at the point. Like we know, these teams among the best defensive squads in the NBA. This figures to be a low-scoring affair.
But it should be an entertaining one, Kevin. And if you're a fan of high-intensity, high-energy defense, there's a lot to love about this matchup.
Van Vliet against Conley. From 20 feet out. Minnesota with the rebound.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
Edwards kicks to Randall. Conley with the three. Şengün with the rebound. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for Houston. From deep. Van Vliet can't get that one to fall. Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Gobert with a screen on Green. And here's Edwards from the arc. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
A good read by Edwards, playing at his pace and carving out space for that shot.
And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
Now Edwards, following the three-point attempt by Dylan Brooks. Randall with a screen for Edwards. And the three off target.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from three.
The Rockets again can't hit. Minnesota's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Conley the pass to Edwards. Jacks up a three. Connects from three-point range. Edwards got 6.
And that corner pocket triple, terrific shot by Edwards from deep.
And here's Green outside, sinks the three-pointer.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Green drives in. Şengün kicks to Thompson. Fires from deep. Gobert pulls it in. The Timberwolves have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Edwards can't hit.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
There's the triple. Şengün no good.
Yeah, that's a shame because I'm not sure the defense will let him get a shot that good again very soon.
Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Alperen Şengün is a weapon on the block. Coach Ime Udoka said there are not a ton of true low-post threats in the NBA nowadays. Joel Embiid, Jokic, I don't know how many others there are anymore. Alpie's had success against pretty much everybody that's guarded him. Kevin, his footwork is indeed high level.
DA totally agreed. Great footwork. Moves on moves, I've always said.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year, as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you gotta look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
Now Thompson, following the miss by Michael Conley from deep. And the three ball is good.
And count on Van Vliet to hit that three-point shot. He's an efficient scorer from beyond the arc.
Pass to McDaniels. Conley with the screen on Brooks. A nice shot by McDaniels. McDaniels got his second bucket tonight.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Şengün with the ball. Launches it. And rebounded by McDaniels. Minnesota leading by 6. Shoots. That's in. And he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
And Conley is just so unselfish. He's very willing to give the ball up if it means setting up a teammate.
Here's Brooks. From 16 feet away, he cans it.
pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
A shot by McDaniels, no good. Edwards against Thompson. 4 seconds left. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. He gets it up. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. It's been all about Jaden McDaniels for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. The post pair form, it'll be Smith and Şengün. Then it's Tari Eason. Then it's Cam Whitmore. And it's Holiday in at the 1. Here's Şengün. Smith for 3. They grab their own miss. Here's Whitmore. And he hits it to tie the game up. Whitmore's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Rockets. DiVincenzo passes to Edwards. Back to DiVincenzo. Fires away from outside. It's rebounded by Houston. Şengün finds Whitmore. And Cam Whitmore picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Minnesota making a switch. Einad's checked in. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. Gets the three-pointer to fall. DiVincenzo's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. On the wing, Holiday. And another 3 for Houston.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Oh, here's Edwards. 6 points for him.
Edwards makes it dueling three-pointers, showing some leadership, getting that one back.
Here's Holiday. It's a 3-point game. GA, if you look back at the Rockets' history, so many all-time greats have spent time there.
Yeah, it's an impressive list, right? Olajuwon, Moses Malone, Calvin Murphy, and Harden. Houston's well represented in the Hall of Fame.
Gobert, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Conley now comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And then for Houston, Thompson comes in for Smith. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Aaron Holiday. Here's Alexander Walker. Still without a basket. And another 3 for Minnesota.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Thompson with the bucket.
Defensively, you have to live with Thompson making those, because if you get up too close at the arc, Ahmed will blow right by you.
Alexander Walker on the wing. He's covered by Eason. The 3. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Rockets trail by 3. They swipe it. Outside Conley. Here's the 3. And Gobert kicks to Reed. There's the 3. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's Whitmore. Şengün the bounce pass. Eason finds VanVleet. Now Whitmore, 6 to shoot for 3. Reed with the rebound. Timberwolves leading by 3. Edwards looking it over. Out to Conley. To the right side. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Great open look there. Alexander Walker's got 6.
And that's on the defense there. Gotta know the scouting report and understand that he loves his shot.
Thompson passes to VanVleet. Puts up a three. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
Gobert with a screen for Edwards. Pass to Reed. Back to Edwards. Conley, the pass to Alexander Walker. Fires the three. They get the rebound. Reed kicks to Gobert. Outside Conley. Gobert with a screen on Van Vliet. Conley with the three. It's good from long range. Conley's got the lead up to 9 now for the Timberwolves. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And the Timberwolves with possession. They're on a 15-6 run. Pass to Alexander Walker. Here's Reed. And Fred Van Vliet is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
McDaniel sets a screen for Conley. For the three. The shot by McDaniels, no good. It's stolen by Gobert. Not going to go that time. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. You have to like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Conley and Edwards are the guards. Julius Randle is out there with McDaniels, and it's Gobert in at the center. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. Now here's Edwards. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No one near Randle as he lets it go. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Rockets trail by 6. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniels said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But, David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report. Here is Conley, following the 3 by Houston. There's McDaniels, and they come right back with their own 3-pointer. McDaniels got 11 points. And so Green will bring it up for the Rockets. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. Van Vliet wide open. A 3-pointer off the mark.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
The shot by Thompson, no good. Timberwolves leading by 4. Pass to McDaniels. Conley with the screen on Brooks. Here's McDaniels. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the bump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Brooks kicks to Green. Şengün with a screen on Gobert.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
There's McDaniels. That's in there. Conley with the assist. McDaniels got 6 here in this quarter.
Nice, clean bounce pass. Sometimes the fundamentals are all you're going to need.
And the officials call a traveling violation. Greg, you know this. Good coaches give their players confidence. But what's the balance there between affirmation and accountability?
Well, when you believe in a player, that also comes with expectations. So a coach has to boost them up and also demand that they deliver.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for McDaniels. Minnesota in the lead. Randall kicks to Gobert. This one for three. It's rebounded by Houston.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Some nice passing there by Houston. Back to Van Vliet. Pass to Thompson. Houston needs to get a shot. It's stolen by Edwards. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Oh, here we go. Şengün's got the fast break chance. Thompson passes to Şengün. Hits the jumper in space. Şengün's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Gobert with a screen on Van Vliet. Conley kicks to Edwards. Conley dishes to Edwards. Pass to Alexander Walker. Lets the three fly. Green with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Minnesota leading by 4. And here's Edwards from the arc. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Houston's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Timberwolves shooting has been wayward so far. Only 37% from the floor. Pass to Alexander Walker. Fires the three. Trains it from beyond the arc. Alexander Walker's got 9.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
Van Vliet with a screen on Edwards. And so it's Minnesota bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here, Sean? He's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime dropping ability.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Taking a look at the Rockets. The post pair form, it'll be Smith and Şengün. Then there's Whitmore. Then it's Tari Eason. And it's Holiday in at the 1 spot. Here's Whitmore. No good on the triple. Timberwolves leading by 7. Clark with a wide open look. Traps in the tray.
The man has no heart. And that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. Gotta at least show a little heart out here. You just gotta love watching a big man hustle on the glass. This is what his team expects and needs from him.
And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Rockets trail by 10. Here's Şengün. Outside Holiday. Out to Smith. Fires for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Smith's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Outside Edwards. Pass to Clark. Back to Edwards. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Clark sets a screen for DiVincenzo. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Timberwolves with a fresh shot clock. Clark for 3. That shot missing. Rockets trail by 10. The kick out to Holiday. That's a 2 from Smith. It's Clark with the rebound.
I think the defense will live with him taking mid-range jumpers, but maybe just a little bit more resistance. Another missed 3, and he seems determined to shoot his way out of it.
Nice shot by Smith.
At 6'10", Smith with incredible range, and that's why some have compared him to Rashard Lewis.
Reed misses. Houston's gotten off 4 three-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Smith outside. Good. And it's Şengün picking up the assist. Şengün's got 3 assists tonight. Here's Reed. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Credit to him for trying to get that 3 right back. Missed the shot, but that's a fighter's mentality.
And Joe Edwards will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Wasted no time on that one. DiVincenzo's got 6 here in this quarter.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
That's a 2 from Smith. Yep, right through the net.
And this is a statement bucket. If you weren't excited about Smith already, how about now?
Edwards with it. Now Smith defending. Reed kicks to DiVincenzo. Clark for 3. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got 4 rebounds in this game. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Here's Garza. No good from outside. Rockets trail by 5. The kick out to Holiday. Drills the three-pointer.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
DiVincenzo passes to Edwards. And it's Clark in the corner. Outside Edwards. Back to Clark. 5 to shoot. Near the three-point line, it's DiVincenzo. Misses the wing jet. Now the Rockets with it. They're on a 14-6 run. In the corner, it's Whitmore. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Had the opportunity on the break, but couldn't sink the 3. 32 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. To tie it up. Smith outside. 4 on the clock to take the lead. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. And here's Edwards. And it's Aaron Holiday with the foul. That's his first foul.
Man, it took forever for them to commit that foul. I don't know why they didn't do it right away. Those are precious seconds.
McDaniels knocks down the trifecta.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
And so the Timberwolves take the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
basketball. Oh, yes, they are. I mean, it'll be a battle down low. Boxing out is vital, and second chance points may just decide this game.
So the Houston starting five. Van Vliet and Green, they're manning the backcourt. Thompson out there with Alperon Şengün, and it's Brooks in at small forward. Thompson outside. Fades back. Durant pulls it in. Pass to Beal. Launches a three. And that comes off the assist by Durant.
The air is thin out there. I mean, Beal is a very accurate deep shooter, and that forces defenders out or they'll pay.
Now here's Thompson. The ball's knocked loose. And so it looks like it'll be Houston's ball.
Houston ball.
Here's Şengün. Thompson outside. 6 on the shot clock. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And this is big for Thompson's confidence. He needs to keep hitting from downtown.
The NBA becoming more and more global, Clark. Şengün, a perfect example of that.
Yeah, Alperon Şengün out of Turkey. Right now on the fast track to being the best player to ever come out of his homeland. So still very young, but boy, his future is quite bright.
Outside for Green. From downtown. And it's Phoenix for the rebound.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Here's Beal. Back to Richards. Pass to Durant. Booker with it. Defended by Şengün. The three. Rebound by Van Vliet. Houston has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. No one covering. Thompson's got 6 points.
A confident shot from Amin. I mean, when he trusts his J, Thompson is that much more difficult to check. Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now here's Thompson. Three-pointer, Brooks. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson.
And you gotta at least honor Brooks' three-point shot if you're the defense. I mean, he is more than capable of connecting.
Pass to Durant. Back to Beal. Richards with a screen. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Şengün. And it's Şengün with the ball for the Rockets. The kick out to Van Vliet. Brooks outside. In transition, here come the Suns. The kick to Durant from behind the arc. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Great touch from KD. Great range, too.
Rockets trail by 3. After years of finishing at the bottom of the West, things are looking up for the Rockets, Clark.
You know, BA, they've done a really good job of drafting and developing players. That combination can allow you to move forward. And along with signing complementary veterans, that adds to the mix as well, and they've done a nice job, and they've got future draft capital too, so the Rockets are certainly on the rise.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Outside for Green. There's 1:17 left in the opening quarter. Thompson with it, now guarded by Booker. Şengün passes to Brooks. There's the triple. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Hits the trifecta.
We talk about guys with fewer strokes. Beal's in that discussion.
Rockets trail by 6. Thompson outside. Takes it inside. The kick out to Van Vliet. Three-pointer, Brooks. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
For Phoenix, they've gone 5 of 9 from the floor. Pass to Beal. 35 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Now Durant. Clock at 6. Out to Beal. Richards inside, working on Thompson. Outside Durant, from deep three-point land. It doesn't go for him.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
And that's not gonna go. Misses at the buzzer. 1 quarter in the books. And it... And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
Another big component of their game early on has been their execution on the fast break. They're getting a bunch of easy baskets, pushing it in transition.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets, starting the second. Smith and Şengün play together in the front court. Whitmore is out there with Aaron Holiday, and it's Eason in at the 3. Rockets trail by 3. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Bradley Beal is settling in as one of multiple stars in Phoenix. He said, it's been an adjustment for sure. You go from being very ball dominant to now you share the dominance. And it's a sacrifice and also an adjustment of learning a totally different role. Brian, he says it's a process, but one he embraces.
Good point. Thanks, Allie. The Suns making a switch here. Gillespie's checked in, and the Rockets making a change here as well. Adams is checked in. The game now all tied up. Smith's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game.
Yeah, looking so comfortable out there on the perimeter. Smith has really invested in getting this shot dialed in.
Plumlee passes to Beal. Here's the 3. Count it. Make that 3 of 7 so far for him.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now here's Holiday. No points so far. He buries it from 3.
The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
If you look at rebounding rate, Tari Eason is one of the best in the NBA, Clark.
Yeah, you think about rate, it basically looks at what percentage of rebounds do you get while you're on the floor. And Eason is prolific in terms of boards per minute, uses his 6'8" frame well. He's gobbling up rebounds at well under 1 every 3 minutes. That's a lot of heavy lifting there, folks.
Now here's O'Neal. Plumlee passes to Beal. Plumlee, a screen on Smith. Beal from outside. Hey, he's looking good so far. 4 for 8 from the field.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
The 3, Smith. And the shot is good on the assist by Holiday. Smith's got 6.
And he likes to be the answer guy. Smith with a huge response 3.
Beal surveying the D. Lots of room. Another one falls for Phoenix.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Houston has gone 7 of 13 from downtown so far in this game. Got a piece of it.
Two minutes remaining in the first half.
Puts up a 3. And the Suns get another 3.
The consistency of Beal's scoring has been terrific. And, of course, his teammates keep working hard to facilitate to him.
Adams. Here's Eason. And Houston, another 3.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Pass to Beal. 1:33 left to play in the second quarter. Here's Gillespie. 6 to shoot. Back to Beal. 4-3. No good on the shot.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Ooh.
Holiday passes to Adams. Allen against Eason. Pass to Beal. 51 seconds left in the second quarter. Out to the right wing. Allen outside. Over Eason. Allen can't get it to go. And so Holiday will bring it up for Houston. Trailing by 2. Smith no good. Outside Eason. The 3 is up. Houston with another miss. The Suns have gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. Allen against Eason. Now here's Beal. Defense right on him. Plumlee a screen. Beal, the pass to Plumlee. That'll count. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. Bradley Beal has been leading the charge for the Suns. He dropped 3 threes in that quarter. They haven't found an answer for him yet. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. How about Bradley Beal having a dominant impact in this game?
Well, if he's hit threes like he did in the first half, he's going to have a monster night.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
Booker and Beal are the talented backcourt. Nick Richards out there with Kevin Durant. And it's done in at the 3. And that's the group for Mike Budenholzer as we begin the second half. Beal, no good.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Here's Van Vliet. Out to Thompson. Booker with it. And it's Şengün picking him up. Let's go with a 3. Durant inside, working on Green, lets the 3 fly. Out to Beal, the 3 is up. Thompson pulls it in. The Rockets trail. Three-pointer, Brooks. Offensive rebound. Thompson outside, up and overdone. And another miss by Houston.
You know, the fact is, he's not a lock from there, but he was open enough to where he should have hit that shot.
Houston and out of bounds. Houston will have it.
You could tell the moment the pass left his hands that he knew he had slipped up.
Lee, he's checked in for Beal. Grant, when you talk about consistency and officiating game to game, you think there's room for improvement?
You know, I do think so. I mean, they're allowing more contact, but overall, more clarity on what constitutes legal guarding position would help players and officials.
And Şengün throw it down.
Fighting to earn the second chance opportunity on the foul shot. This is exactly what coach wants from Şengün.
Now here's Durant. Fades away. Good work there as it goes. Durant's got 5 now.
Well, he could have earned some style points there, but he really doesn't need to use the fadeaway when he's that wide open.
Şengün with it. Richards is there. Three-pointer, Van Vliet. Pure from three-point range.
3-point field.
And the Rockets lead by 1.
And this is what Van Vliet is known for, a volume three-point gunner who shoots it well.
Dunn outside. No good on the 3. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
Boy, I believe Green has all the tools to be a phenomenal scorer in this league. Just needs to continue to develop.
Houston has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Clark, what catches your eye about Jalen Green at a fundamental level?
Well, it starts with his pure explosiveness. That just jumps out at anybody because he's jumping over everybody, okay? The way he can get up and down the floor and hang and lift. And that's what stands out, his athleticism. And he's he's actually rounding off some of the rough edges in his game that makes him kind of scary as we go forward.
Now here's Dunn, still without a bucket. Durant, the pass to Lee. There's the triple. The putback. Outside for Booker.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Booker with a screen on Green. Dunn outside. Pass to Durant. Richards with a screen. They shoot again. It's hauled in by Houston.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, BA, well, the Rockets got a lot more organized with Coach Ime Udoka and their veteran additions, including point guard Fred VanVleet, who said it's just having that poise and presence to slow things down and get guys where they need to be. Rein it in, get some structure, and maximize these guys' potential. BA?
Allie, a great floor general. Thanks for that. And the call will be against Fred VanVleet. That's his first foul of the game. Bol, he's checked in for the Suns. Smith, he's checked in for Houston. Eason comes in for Brooks. Durant for three. Smith with the rebound. And it's Houston's ball. Big run right now for him, 11-2.
Suns foul. Dunn. First personal foul. Second team foul.
A minute 9 left in the third quarter here. Here's Eason. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Suns trail by 7. For three, Durant. Bol. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Those boards appear to me like easy money for Bol. Then the awareness to put it back through, that's good work.
The three from Thompson. Rebounded by Dunn. Well, Phoenix is shooting 35% so far in this one. VanVleet against Booker. And Booker cash on the three.
And I like how Booker is selective taking threes. Makes it count when he does take one.
VanVleet finds Green. Houston with another miss.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Bol, pass to Booker. Bol, a screen on Green. For the tie. Back to Bol. The kick to Durant for the lead. Smith with the rebound. It's tipped. Got it up. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. 3/4 of play. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession in this way. True team basketball.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. Smith and Şengün play together in the front court. Shepard is out there with Whitmore. And it's Eason in at the three, a small forward. And that one's good. Whitmore.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Now here's Dunn. Booker for three. Oh, Booker answers the three right back.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Whitmore with it. Booker defending. Pass to Şengün. And the Suns pushing it up now. On the wing, Jones. Covered by Smith. Now here's Booker. Tight defense on him. Again, the Suns good for two. All right, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Suns.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end. Tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
Well, they've also been impressive, forcing a ton of mistakes. Not only that, but converting those mistakes into points on the other end.
For three, O'Neal. And again, it's Phoenix from deep.
And guys, this is why coaches value playing with pace.
That really has been the difference. I mean, they've been the better team in transition.
Here's Shepard. Pass to Eason. And here's Smith. They need this. Can't hit that one. Now here's Plumlee. Here's Booker. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
First personal foul.
Yeah, just an offensive machine. Booker generates points consistently, night in and night out.
A different look for Phoenix. Bowl, he's checked in for Plumlee. Durant comes in for Dunn. And it's Bradley Beal in for Jones. Brooks, he's checked in for the Rockets. Pass to Smith. Outside for Brooks. Outside Whitmore. Fires the three. Eason, pass to Şengün. Smith outside. From outside the arc. And the three-pointer goes.
This is Smith's game. Set him up and he'll knock him down.
The Suns lead by 4. It's Booker on the wing. Whitmore defending. Beal outside. Bowl, the pass to Beal. Bowl, a screen on Brooks. Beal's shot is off.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Now here's Brooks. Smith outside.
2 minutes.
Clock at 6. Late clock. Houston's got to hurry. Whitmore with it. Now guarded by Booker. And it's Whitmore missing. Phoenix has gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the 4th. And foul on Cam Whitmore. That's foul number 2 for him.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
All right, the Rockets making a switch here. Thompson's checked in. Booker fires from way outside. It's rebounded by Houston. Şengün's got 7 rebounds in the game. Out to Thompson. Three-pointer. And Durant with the block.
For all the scoring, KD's 7.5-foot reach can sometimes get overlooked. He said, let me remind you with that rejection.
Phoenix making a switch here. Richards is checked in. Now here's Whitmore. Pass to Şengün. There's the 3. Houston with another miss. Phoenix leading by 4. Oh, deflected. Booker with a screen on Thompson. Richards with it. It's Beal on the wing. Here's the 3. Drops in the 3.
Big day for their backcourt. Their guards have set the tone, and the rest of the team is following.
Pass to Şengün. Fires the 3. And it's in. And now they trail by just 4.
And that is a gigantic shot from Alperen Şengün, knowing he can be counted on in the clutch.
Now here's Booker. Durant with a screen on Brooks. Here's Beal. It's good from the top of the key. And the Suns lead by 6. And it's Houston's ball. Pass to Whitmore. This one for 3. Can't get it to drop. Here's Brooks. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. Beal outside. From deep. Misses. So it's Phoenix picking up the win. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory, but a win.
one to be really physical. If either team backs down, they can just get run over tonight, but I don't expect that to happen. It's going to be a slugfest.
We love those kind of games. They're a lot of fun.
You aren't kidding.
Booker against Conley. Outside Edwards. That's in there. Conley with the assist.
Well, you have to be careful with Edwards on the arc because he is completely fearless.
Durant against Randall. Beal from long range. It's hauled in by Edwards.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Back to McDaniel. Off target from three-point range. And with this core of the Suns, you know, Greg, you never know who is going to initiate the offense for him.
And that can cause problems at times, Kevin. Can run you into issues keeping the ball moving. Turnovers can be their Achilles heel as well.
Now here's Conley. Bradley Beal unable to get his shot to go. Gobert with a screen for Randall. Pass to McDaniels. Now here's Conley. Pocket 6. And here's Edwards from the arc. Great D that time from Beal. And it's the Suns' ball. It's a three-point game. Durant with a screen on Edwards. And that one is good from Bradley Beal.
And great recognition there in the pick and roll. Beal usually able to make the right play.
Randall with a screen for McDaniel. Another miss by Minnesota.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by McDaniel. Durant feeling it out a bit. Over Randall. And that one's good. Durant.
And we're so used to seeing KD light it up from outside. Found great positioning and then delivers.
Lets it go from deep. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Misses the three. Minnesota's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. McDaniels against Booker. A nice shot by McDaniels.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Beal. Three-pointer. Gobert pulls it in. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Here's McDaniels. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. McDaniels got his second bucket of the night.
A fantastic decision-making big. Randall with the right choice there, finding the open man.
2 minutes remaining in the quarter.
Outside Conley. A three ball. That shot, no good. Suns trail by 3. And always hovering around the 50-40-90 mark. Kevin Durant is both prolific and Greg efficient.
And Kevin, you want to talk about guys in this league who make winning plays time and time again. KD is right at the top of that list.
Well, Phoenix shooting well off their usual numbers, around 29% so far. Durant, the pass to Beal. Bangs home the trifecta. Beal's got 6.
No hesitation whatsoever. I just love how Beal makes that decision quickly to shoot off the catch.
Suns foul.
Phoenix making some changes. O'Neal comes in for Dunn. And Jones subbed in for Bradley Beal. Minnesota also with the sub. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Edwards. Conley's shot is off.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Good ball movement here by the Suns. Durant for 3. From outside the arc. Rebound by Alexander Walker.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough openings to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Drills it from outside.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Booker with the screen for Durant. tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Alexander Walker passes to Gobert. Gobert with a screen on Booker, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And Phoenix making a change here. Gillespie's checked in. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Miller comes in for Randall. Edwards has come in for McDaniels. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. Stolen by O'Neal. Durant with a screen on Miller. O'Neal from long range. Rebound by Alexander Walker. Pass to DiVincenzo. Got it up. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. It's been all about Jaden McDaniels. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
So with Durant sitting on the bench, this is Mike Budenholzer's lineup. The wing pair we'll be seeing is Beal and Allen. Royce O'Neal is out there at Plumlee, and it's Jones in at point. Just 5 to shoot. Allen finds Beal. Shoots over Alexander Walker. Beal can't get it to go. Minnesota leading by 3. And the defense of the Timberwolves stand as good as it gets.
Well, Kevin, they can compete with anyone when it comes to size, not just up front, but on the wings. They're long and athletic, but it all comes down to execution, and they get it done.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much, Kevin. And another Kevin, Kevin Durant, is the most decorated member of the Suns star trio. KD says, I believe in this team and we believe in one another. I like our chemistry. Not just the three of us, but our whole team. Our coaching staff is doing a great job. I'm not promising anything, but I like our chances against anybody. Kevin is certainly talented.
David, indeed they do. And here's Reid. After the three-pointer from Bradley Beal. Reid gets the bucket.
Mano y mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
Well, and as a fan of the game, you have to love these back-and-forth moments.
That one good for 2.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Now O'Neal. After Anthony Edwards missed from long range. Allen with the screen for Beal. Down low. Allen kicks to Beal. O'Neal a screen on Edwards. Here's Beal. Anthony Edwards with the rebound. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They trail by 1. But Trey. Shot's good by Alexander Walker. Alexander Walker's got himself on the board with 3 there. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
Hits the three-point bomb. And look at how the hustle game has been going for Minnesota.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And they've also done a great job turning defense into offense tonight, creating turnovers and capitalizing on the other end.
A three-pointer is right on target. We've got some talented defensive big men in the league today, Coach. But in your opinion, who would you say is the best rim protector?
Well, Kevin, I would have said Rudy Gobert because people didn't even want to go to the rim and challenge him. Right. Anthony Davis is great. But I'm telling you, the young guy, Victor Wembanyama, I think is the best we've got now.
Isn't he something else, Dan? We've never seen anything like him.
We never have, and I'm not sure we ever will again.
Now Beal. After Anthony Edwards missed from long range. The 3. Reid with the rebound. Timberwolves have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Beal finds O'Neal. O'Neal sets the screen for Beal. Beal can't get that one to fall.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Hands it from downtown. Beal's got the lead up to 4 now for Phoenix.
Beal is always a scoring threat, but right now we're seeing what happens when he's in the zone.
And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Alexander Walker's got 6 points. Phoenix has gotten the 3-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. Pass to Allen. Suns moving the ball around. Beal taking his time here. Out of hand on it. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Conley. Still yet to score. On the wing, DiVincenzo. And a miss there on the triple. He could go. What a play. Simply trains it in at the buzzer.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Fans, we direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums. They're measuring up the shot.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Bradley Beal having a dominant impact in this game.
Well, through the first 2, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, he's been locked in tonight. Through the first 2 quarters, he's been a huge factor from outside.
So on the floor for Minnesota, Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Gobert is out there with Julius Randle, and it's Conley in at the 1. Suns leading by 3, and despite his young age, Coach Van Gundy, Anthony Edwards' leadership qualities growing day by day.
Yeah, Kevin, and a lot of it's because he is great at both ends of the court. Confident, charismatic, upbeat. He's learning that delicate balance between taking over a game and bringing his teammates along for the ride.
Here's McDaniels. It's good. This game is all even. McDaniels got the first basket of the second half here for the Timberwolves. Morris kicks to Booker. 3-pointer. Randle against Durant. Back to Booker. A fadeaway. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. And here's Conley outside.
And how about the reach of Durant? A terrific job of having that on display defensively.
And it's Conley with the ball for Minnesota. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, Mike Conley's leadership is huge for the Wolves. Rudy Gobert says his presence on the court, but especially in the locker room, is invaluable. Coach Chris Finch said he's given us everything and more. Conley says to have this kind of trust from everyone is why I'm here. This is what I'm supposed to do. Kevin?
He is a class act. David, thanks. And Phoenix making a change. Beal's checked in. Pulls it from 20. Rebound, Minnesota.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
A nice shot by McDaniels.
Well, defensively, all eyes are on Edwards, and that creates opportunities for others.
Greg in the process to bring in all their stars. The Suns don't have a lot of ways to add players in the near future.
Yeah, they don't control their draft picks for the next few years. That was part of the price for Beal and Durant. They'll have to be very and shrewd to add rotation pieces to help them win.
Out to KD. Beal against McDaniel. No dice from the high post. Minnesota in the lead. Edwards with it. Now Beal defending. Pass to McDaniels.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
And there's the call on Durant. That's his first foul.
Yeah, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Lee's checked in for Phoenix. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Alexander Walker's checked in. For 3, Edwards. Doesn't go for him. For Phoenix, they've got a paltry 0 of 6 to begin the third quarter. What a terrible start to the half. KD passes to Richards. They could use a bucket. Good work there as it goes. KD's got it all tied up now for the Suns. Right side, Edwards. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Edwards got 6.
Well, look, Edwards plays with a lot of confidence, which makes him deadly off the catch.
With 3, Booker, a rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 6 rebounds now in the game. From deep, and another 3 for Minnesota.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down to 3 points on the bucket from Durant.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Alexander Walker trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Phoenix has gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. The Timberwolves shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
Second team foul.
First free throw is good. Bull. He's checked in for Nick Richards. The Timberwolves also changing it up. Reed, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Clark comes in for Edwards. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Dunn kicks the ball. Stolen by Reed. Clark finds DiVincenzo. Lets it go with a 3. And it's Durant with the rebound. That will count. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
Yeah, well, he looked like a pass-first point guard on this assist. Incredible instinct to feel the play develop and set up the score.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. So with Durant sitting on the bench. This is Mike Budenholzer's lineup. O'Neal is out there with Dunn. Then it's Tyus Jones. Then there's Plumlee, and it's Booker in at the shooting guard position. It's stolen by DiVincenzo. Clark outside. Out to Edwards. Pass to Garza. Launches a 3. Edwards can't hit.
Yeah, there's no reason for the defense to get out on him right now. Just let him keep taking that shot until he shows them he's going to knock it down.
Booker, good.
And you can see how quick Booker is to react. No hesitation on that jump shot.
Up top, DiVincenzo. Clark with it. Now guarded by Booker. Here's Reed. Drains it from beyond the arc. Reed's got the lead up to 6 now for the Timberwolves.
Well, it's a 3-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
That's good from Booker on the assist by Jones.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
Look at Edwards driving home
But
you love the unselfishness, makes the next pass, and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Booker the pass to O'Neal. Done. Jones for three, and he's good on the three ball.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Here's DiVincenzo. Clark inside. Guarded by O'Neal. Let's go. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
Man, Edwards gets great lift off the floor when shooting that jumper.
Booker looking around. Pass to O'Neal. Booker a screen on Reed. O'Neal wide open. Offensive rebound. Takes it out to Booker. Another shot. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones. Jones has got 3 assists in the game. Jones against DiVincenzo. And the foul call on Tyus Jones.
First personal foul.
That's his first foul. Phoenix making some changes. Kevin Durant's checked in for Dunn. And Beal subbed in for Tyus Jones.
2 minutes.
McDaniels gets a wide open look. Off target with his 3. Suns trail by 4. Beal dishes to Plumlee. Takes a 3. And Bradley Beal with the 3. Beal's got 22 points.
He is just so clutch, saving his best for when the pressure is at its highest.
Gobert the pass to Edwards. Gobert with the screen for Edwards. Out to Conley. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Sometimes the action speeds up on you a little too much. 2 teammates not on the same wavelength there.
Nick Ritchie. He's checked in for the Suns. Here's Beal. Booker outside. .16 left here in the fourth quarter. Beal from long range. Gobert pulls it in.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Outside for Randall. Pass to McDaniels. Back to Randall. Outside Conley. Shot clock at 5. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a coach.
Conley dishes to McDaniels. 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Bullseye!
Jaden McDaniel.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Booker the pass to Durant. Now Beal. Back to KD. Here's Booker. So it's Minnesota taking the W in a close one.
That's the end
This
of the game.
win, such a tremendous emotional boost.
expect any scoring records broken in this one.
Thompson scanning the floor. Pass to Brooks. Thompson, a screen on McDaniels. And it's Brooks missing. Now Conley. Outside Edwards. Back to Conley. Here's the pick. Here's Gobert. Shot clock at 6. McDaniels from long range. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Here's Şengün. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
Well, we know that Fred VanVleet can be relied upon to find the open man. This guy's so consistently good at it.
McDaniels from long range. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
And you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
It's McDaniels on the wing. Launches a 3. It's hauled in by Houston. And it really feels like the chemistry of this Timberwolves team has taken a step forward.
And B.A., you know this. Winning always enhances that energy and chemistry. But beyond that, this is a roster full of players that have had individual success, and now they're hungry and thirsty for team success, because that's the true measure.
Yeah, and Green has tons of confidence in his three-point shot, and it was on display right there as he knocked it down.
Outside Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. Beyond the arc. Thompson pulls it in. Houston has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Here's Brooks. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Randall outside. And here's Conley. Back to Randall. Thompson with a steal. And here we go. The Rockets in transition. The pull-up. And it's Brooks missing.
He's got a great defensive mind. He gets good position and affects the release.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Now here's Brooks. And that misses. That would have put him up. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Edwards for 3. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up.
The work that Anthony Edwards is putting in as a shooter is there. That range shot so important. Nice three-point look right there.
Outside, Green. 2 minutes remaining. Şengün, the screen. Green finds VanVleet. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
McDaniels can't hit.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Minnesota in the lead. And here's Edwards outside. That shot off the mark.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Well, Doris, we've heard Anthony Edwards declare himself as the best player in the league.
Well, B.A., when you got the game to back it up, you don't mind putting yourself out there. And Anthony Edwards has charisma, highly skilled, and he's fearless when it matters most. Look out for the Ant-Man.
Now here's Randall. Still no points. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Brooks against McDaniels. Pass to Şengün. VanVleet on the wing. Oh, got a piece of it. Fires from way outside. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got his 4th rebound in this one. McDaniels from long range. And he gets it to fall. 3 for 8 in this one.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end. VanVleet on the wing.
Lets it go from deep. Nails it from beyond the arc. Shangoon's got 5. The Timberwolves shooting just 36% here in the first quarter. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Second team foul.
Outside Whitmore. The 3, Smith. No good. Misses at the buzzer. It's been all about Jaden McDaniels for Minnesota. Hitting. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And when you consider how Minnesota is doing, guys, your thoughts?
Well, they've really been racking up three-pointers in bunches. They've been so impressive to watch.
And that's what has them ahead in this game. Their floor spacing has been just tremendous.
Smith and Shangoon play together in the front court. Cam Whitmore out there with Aaron Holiday. And it's Eason in at the 3 spot. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets.
How about the timing? Can be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Houston in the lead. Knocks it loose. DiVincenzo with a steal. Here's Alexander Walker. Gets the 3 to fall. Alexander Walker's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often. And of course, he makes good use of it.
Knocks it down from distance.
Such a boost to this offense when this guy can knock down uncontested threes.
And Grant, you look at the Rockets' additions over the last year or two. There's an emphasis on toughness.
Yeah, toughness, both physical and mental. Those are the kinds of veterans they've brought in. And that extends, of course, to the coaching staff, too.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Brian, Jabari Smith Jr. is making some serious strides, and Coach Ime Udoka praised him and said his all-around game, his confidence, great defensive versatility. He's starting to handle and make plays for others. Shooting is a huge asset for him, but we want him to post up and find his mid-range shots as well, where he can rise up over guys. Brian?
He is certainly one to watch, Allie. Thank you. Now here's Holiday. He's scoreless. And Edwards puts up a deep 3. Oh! Edwards showcasing the range.
Boy, that was deep. Anthony Edwards testing the limitations of his range on that one.
Oh, a really deep 3 that time. Whitmore's got 6 points in the quarter. Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far. We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Houston making some changes. Thompson, he's checked in for Smith. And Van Vliet is subbed in for Holiday. Gobert's checked in for the Timberwolves. Conley comes in for DiVincenzo. Left side, Alexander Walker. Jacks up a 3. Drains the triple. Alexander Walker's got 6. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going, keeping the opposition there off balance.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
Here's Edwards. Tipped away. Stolen by Thompson. Here's Whitmore outside. The rebound by the Timberwolves.
Well, they are daring him to miss, and he obliges.
Edwards for 3. It's rebounded by Shangoon. Shangoon's got rebound number 8 now.
2 minutes.
Here's Whitmore. Good. And Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got 3 assists tonight. All right, Grant, give it to us straight here. What's the deal with star treatment in the NBA, you think?
Star treatment? What is that, B.A.? No, I think some players have a reputation which might help them on 50-50 calls. And you could argue that some players have a reputation that hinders them on the 50-50 calls. So it really just all depends.
Now here's Conley. No made baskets yet.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Here's Whitmore outside. And he missed there. 4 for 8 shooting now so far. Here's Alexander Walker. Minnesota again missing. The Rockets lead by 3. Stolen by Conley. And here we go. The Timberwolves on the run. Reed for 3. Eason pulls it in. Eason's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Whitmore for 3. Hey, shooting the ball well. He's 5 for 9 in the game.
Slow defensive rotation causing a breakdown along the perimeter.
Here's Alexander Walker. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. Alexander Walker's got 9 points.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Gobert passes to Randall. Gobert with a screen on Thompson. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Fires it. Thompson with a steal. Right side Green. Thompson, a screen on DiVincenzo. Outside for Brooks. Three-pointer, Van Vliet. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. The Rockets on top, leading by 3. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
To center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. One guy who's been getting it done is Cam Whitmore.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
On the court for Minnesota. Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Julius Randle out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. Man, showing some terrific range. He's got 9.
What a response from Anthony Edwards. If you make a 3, he wants to come right back at you.
Oh, Thompson from deep three-point land. The kick out to Van Vliet. Pass to Green. From deep three-point land. McDaniels with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 3. Well, Grant, after 3 straight drafts high in the lottery, the Rockets got to 500 in 2024.
Yeah, and I love how they signed some vets in the summer of 23. Houston decided we want to win now. And I wish more teams did that.
How about the assist coming off the deck? What a pretty bounce pass.
And there's McDaniels. That one's good on the assist by Conley. McDaniels got 12 points in the game. The 3 from Thompson. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. Edwards a screen on Brooks. McDaniels from long range. It's hauled in by Houston. Thompson's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Şengün on the wing. Brooks takes the 3. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Right side McDaniels. Stolen by Thompson. Van Vliet on the wing. From the arc. Up top, Brooks. Here's Thompson driving to the basket. Pass to Şengün. Van Vliet outside. Launches it. McDaniels with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 3. Gobert with a screen on Brooks. McDaniels from long range. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got rebound number 13 tonight with that one. Brooks, the pass to Van Vliet. Back to Brooks. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. McDaniels from long range. It's hauled in by Houston.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Conley with the ball. Van Vliet covering. Edwards, the pass to McDaniels. for the tie. Rebound by Van Vliet.
He just keeps firing from distance. I know he's trying to heat up, but at what cost?
Drills it from deep.
And this is big for Thompson's confidence. He needs to keep hitting from downtown.
Randall can't hit. And it's Şengün with the ball for the Rockets. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, the Rockets showing improvement. Head coach Ime Udoka said, quote, when you rely on your young guys, you're constantly trying to instill habits that'll carry them for the rest of their careers. It's mistakes and tendencies you have to try to break continually. Just staying positive. We see glimpses of how close we can be.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. Three-pointer, Brooks. They get it back. And Gobert with a block.
Wow, insanely tough to get a shot off when Rudy Gobert is around. Wow.
McDaniels can't hit.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
On target from range.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
And Şengün gets it to go.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now here's Şengün. They lead by 6. That's their biggest margin. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Over Green. It's rebounded by Şengün. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. Randall can't hit. Inside. Pass to Green. Good if it goes. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's Houston with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. 8th. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your point guard. Survey the floor, serve it up on time and on target.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. Smith and Şengün play together in the front court. Aaron Holiday out there with Whitmore. And it's Eason in a small forward position. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
That's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
From downtown, Eason, good.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Here's Garza. Shoots over Şengün. The shot by Garza, no good.
He just couldn't finish the job that time. And too bad, because it was a nice look.
Holiday from long range. And Houston, another 3.
And you can see Smith has the vision. Now, it'll be interesting to watch that part of his game continue to develop.
Reed for 3. The shot won't fall. Houston leading by 9. Pass to Holiday. And Dante DiVincenzo is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Shepard, he's checked in for Whitmore. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Ingles is checked in. And there is a whistle. That goes on Joe Ingles. That's his first foul of the game. And the Rockets making a change here. Van Vliet's checked in. The Timberwolves also with a sub. Conley's checked in for Ingles. Şengün. And that one goes. He's shooting 5 of 9 in this one.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead. Now, the D giving him a little bit of space beyond the three-point line, and that's all the room he needs.
And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it.
That's a perfect example of why good hands are important in basketball. Just misread that pass completely.
Houston making some changes. Thompson, he's checked in for Smith. Brooks comes in for Eason. And Green is subbed in for Holiday. Outside McDaniels. The 3. It's hauled in by Houston. Van Vliet's got 5 rebounds tonight. Thompson with it. He's picked up by Edwards. 11 feet out. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Randall deciding where to go with it. Fires for 3. Minnesota again missing.
Well, he just hasn't found his rhythm tonight, partly because he's gotten fewer touches.
The offensive rebound. Outside for Brooks. Over Edwards. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
This is one of those nights. Mistake after mistake, a comedy of errors.
The Rockets lead by 8. Pass to Green. The 3. McDaniels with the rebound. McDaniels got a rebound number 5 here tonight. 4-3. He drops it from range.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
This is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
Now here's Thompson. Yes, and it's Şengün picking up the assist. And the Rockets lead by 8.
And it's even more satisfying when you answer with a 3, and it looks like they're putting the game out of reach.
Randall, a screen on Green. Edwards, a pass to Randall. For 3, Conley. It's hauled in by Houston. Thompson's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Brooks from outside. Fires in the triple. And now it's an 11-point Rocket lead.
And he's much more comfortable shooting off a pass. Brooks with a nice shot.
The shot by Conley, no good. Houston with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Thompson's shot is off. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting a low 28% so far on this one. McDaniels can't hit.
You've got to find a way to get yourself going in some other way because hoisting from 3 is not the answer.
Shoots. And there's Şengün on the assist by Green.
Well, with a comeback out of range, we can put a bow on this one. Good performance for the Rockets.
A pair of tremendous rebounding teams.
And these guys played a little harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And it was a reliably solid performance from one of their key guys. A tremendous game for Alperen Şengün.
Boy, I think he made his presence felt in the paint more than anywhere else. This guy's rebounding numbers were outstanding. He controlled the glass.
And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Buries it from 3.
With very little left on the clock, they've got a comfortable lead, and the fans are loving it.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. This is the most they've led, 13 points. Şengün, no good. And here's Minnesota now. And here's Conley. So it's the Rockets taking care of business in this one. All right, Allie, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
Phoenix strong and rebounding. Should be a battle out there.
Nothing easy in the paint, Kevin. Both front courts will be fighting for every possession when they miss.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Durant is out there with Nick Richards. And it's done in at the 3 spot. A shot. It's rebounded by Houston.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Here's Thompson. Takes it inside for 3. Van Vliet off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And you have to appreciate the confidence. Van Vliet wastes no time shooting the rock when he is in that groove.
Houston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Şengün finds Van Vliet. Thompson sets the pick for Brooks. And it's Bradley Beal with the rebound. And so it's Beal. He'll bring it up for the Suns. Well, Richard, during his Washington days, Bradley Beal averaged 30 a game in back-to-back seasons.
Beal is such a strong guard, so not only can he beat you with his shooting stroke, but he can also play some bully ball.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. The offensive rebound, Richards. The 3 from KD. Offensive rebound. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Stolen by Thompson. And it's Houston on the break. Green kicks to Thompson. Brooks with a screen on KD. Green passes to Brooks. 6 on the shot clock. Top of the key. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. It's deflected. For Phoenix, they've gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. And a deep 3 from Booker. Outside Durant, beyond the arc. Good. And a nice assist from Booker.
And Durant focuses on taking high percentage threes, which is why he's so efficient from there.
Van Vliet kicks to Şengün. Trains the 3-pointer.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
It makes a difference for them if he can establish his 3-point shot as a weapon.
The shot by Beal, no good. The Rockets have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. That shot wide open. Van Vliet's got his second basket of the night.
And he's got a smooth stroke from long range. Van Vliet doesn't just hoist them up. His 3-pointers are always going to be high-quality shots.
Booker the pass to Beal. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Here's Dunn. And Dunn with the slam.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Rockets are making progress. Coach Ime Udoka said it doesn't happen overnight. Changing habits and things like that takes time. Guys learn and grow at a different pace. My thing is getting us all on the same page. We're not that far off. Kevin, they sure look like they're building in the right direction.
David, they are, and some good vets have helped as well. And we thank you for that report. Brooks kicks to Şengün. Outside, Green. Back to Şengün. Just 4 to shoot. Out to Thompson from past the arc. Headshot off. The Suns have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. A costly foul there. He'll shoot 3 free throws. RJ, the Rockets don't just have young talent. They have elite young talent.
Yeah, you can have all the high draft picks in the world. That doesn't mean you're going to hit on the right guys. But Houston, they certainly have.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Adams, he's checked in for Şengün. Smith comes in for Thompson. Tari Eason's checked in for Brooks. And Cam Whitmore's subbed in for Fred Van Vliet. Smith finds Whitmore. Smith with a screen on Beal. Takes the 3. Another miss by Houston. O'Neal high post, working on Green. And there's Bradley Beal on the assist by O'Neal. Beal's got 5 points so far.
Nice work there from Beal in the mid-range.
To the left wing. Here's Whitmore with the drive. Out to Smith to stop the run. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
There's Beal with the 3. That one misses. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Rockets lead by 1. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Houston.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And another thing, Coach will be thrilled with the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. The wing pair we'll be seeing is Beal and Allen. Huddling out there with Royce O'Neal. And it's Jones in at the point guard. Incredible for his age. The decision-making of Şengün GA is very impressive.
So calm when he sees a double coming. Reads and reacts with ease when he's on the block or at the nail. Reminds you of a young Jokic with how he sees the game.
Shoots the 3. Rebound by the Suns.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Allen with the screen for Beal. From the arc. Şengün with the rebound.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
Nice shot by Smith.
Just such a smooth stroke there for Smith. 10 years ago, maybe it was KD and Dirk, but we never saw a guy that height with a stroke like that.
Took him no time at all on that one. Jones has got his first 3 points of the game.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
And it's Royce O'Neal with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Thompson, he's checked in for the Rockets. Red Van Vliet comes in for Aaron Holiday. And then for Phoenix, Dunn comes in for Grayson Allen. And it's Booker in for Tyus Jones. Smith the pass to Van Vliet. From downtown. Another miss by Houston. Suns trail by 4. Booker with it. Picked up by Thompson. Dunn kicks to Plumlee. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Booker with the screen for Beal. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Eason grabs the board. Houston's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Beal against Eason. Dunn outside. Beal deciding where to go with it. Over Eason. They grab their own miss. O'Neal from long range. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. Rockets leading by 4. Eason passes to Smith. Another miss by Houston. Phoenix has gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter. They're hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Richard, you've talked a lot about how underrated longevity has been as a factor in measuring some of the all-time great players.
Well, when you think about Jordan, LeBron, Kareem, the only way to achieve greatness in the statistical category is to have longevity. So obviously greatness and longevity coincide.
He doesn't take a lot of time to make up his mind. Brooks always thinking ahead, and he's in position before the pass is made.
There's Beal with the 3. Drills it from outside. Beal's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And another 3 for Houston.
Defensively, you have to live with Thompson making those, because if you get up too close at the arc, Almond will blow right by you.
Booker the pass to Beal. To Booker. It's Bull, top of the key. Trying to find Şengün. He gets it to him. Pushing it up from deep. Brooks. 1:11 left now here in the second. Pass to Van Vliet. Three-pointer. Rebound by the Suns. Here's Bull. And it's Bull slamming it down.
Nice pass. Such a unique talent on both ends. That time, Booker showing us his vision.
Got that bucket in no time at all. Şengün's got his second bucket of the night.
He might not have the long range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
With three, Booker. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. And the wide open shot from Green. And another three for Houston.
Oh, the corner isn't always Green's spot, but we know he's got the skill to hit from there.
Booker, no good. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Booker.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
Houston making a switch here. Landale's checked in. Nick Richards, he's checked in for Phoenix. Durant comes in for Royce O'Neal. Here's Landale. Thompson outside. The fader. And no good in the last second attempt this time. And so it's Houston holding on to an 11-point cushion as we thank so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Running the wings, they'll go with Green and Brooks. Thompson is out there with Alperen Şengün. And it's Van Vliet in at the point. Spencer's on the floor for the Rockets. On offense, Devin Booker really does it all for his teams. He scores well and assists others. Richard, he can do it all.
You love to see that from a superstar. Booker just wants points on the board. And if he can't get a shot, he'll get a look for someone else.
Suns trail by 9. There's the three. Good on the three-point shot. Bulls got 5.
This is that modern big man play. Tall guys who are comfortable draining shots from deep.
Thompson for the triple. Phoenix grabs the miss. Lee passes to KD. Lee, a screen on Thompson. Durant dishes the Bull. Beyond the arc. KD can't get it to go.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Here's Green. Out to Thompson. Three-pointer. Sinks the triple. He has 6.
As he gets more comfortable in unlocking his potential, we'll see Green get more comfortable in moving the ball.
Booker the pass to KD. Over Thompson. That one's in there. Rocket lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Kevin Durant.
Well, you like guys who can work that in-between area. Really keeps the defense honest.
And when we talk about the numbers, the analytics for great shooters like him, pretty much any shot is a good shot.
Brooks setting the pick for Thompson. Shot clock at 6. Out of bounds. Phoenix takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Phoenix making some changes. Nick Richards comes in for Bull. And Bradley Beal subbed in for Lee. Suns trail by 7. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Kevin Durant is the human cheat code. Bradley Beal says of his new teammate, he's 7 feet tall, he can shoot the ball, he can do everything. It's a little unfair. I get a bit jealous sometimes. I wish I was 7 feet, but nothing he does really surprises me. When he's in attack mode and locked in, there's nothing you can do. Kevin?
Not a single darn thing. You're so right. David, thanks. Royce O'Neal's checked in for the Suns. Lee comes in for Bradley Beal. For 3, Booker buries it from three-point range. Booker's got 5 now.
Shoots the lights out. Booker has limitless range.
Brooks outside. Pass to Thompson. Van Vliet wide open. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And the Rockets lead by 7.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Three-pointer, Brooks. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. Knocks down the 3-ball. Van Vliet's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Rockets.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Nice move. Outside for Durant. A three-pointer off the mark. Rockets leading by 10. RJ, we know that the Suns missed the playoffs for about a decade, but now they seem to be getting some traction. How do you view them?
I view them as a team that's in transition. Obviously, they have Devin Booker, the homegrown star. The guy has blossomed there in front of everyone's eyes. And after that finals run, they've really been searching. He's the last player there. But whenever you have Kevin Durant on your team, you are always on the verge of something special.
Suns trail by 7. Durant wide open. He fires. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And Durant, so dangerous as a scorer. He can shoot it from deep, also beat you off the dribble there. He just stops and pops.
Back to Van Vliet. This one for 3. The rebound by Richards. Richards got 8 rebounds in this game. Lee finds Booker. Back to Durant. On the wing, Booker. Pass to O'Neal. It's tipped. From past the arc. O'Neal on the wing. Now Lee. KD a screen on Green. Jacks up a 3. No good from Lee. Houston leading by 4.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
Brooks outside. Pass to Şengün. Back to Brooks. Over Booker. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And George Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. On the court now for the Suns, getting going here in the fourth. Nick Richards out there with Durant. Then it's Royce O'Neal. Then there's Grayson Allen. And it's Booker in at the point guard position.
And he's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
Shoots it up. It's good from Shepard on the assist by Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists now in this one. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Houston.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
Cam Whitmore, he's checked in for Green. The Suns making a change here as well. Bradley Beal's checked in for Allen. Whitmore up top. Fades and shoots. The Rockets again can't hit. Suns trail by 8. And Beal kicks to KD. The 3. And that one's good. Whitmore.
And this is crucial to Whitmore's development, wanting to continue to improve as a scorer.
Thompson way outside. Quick shot there, and it's off target. Thompson's gone 2 of 7 from the arc. There's Beal with the 3. A kick out to O'Neal. Fader on the way. It's rebounded by Houston. Şengün's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Open shot. Thompson. Rebound by the Suns. O'Neal's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Fires away from way outside. Kept alive. Pass to Shepard. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Brooks.
Horrible mistake right there. You hate to see unforced turnovers like that.
So for the Suns, Bull. He's checked in for Nick Richards. And Allen subbed in for Royce O'Neal. The 3 from KD. Durant cleans it from distance.
Silky corner shot by Durant. He is so confident in his ability to hit from that range.
Here's Whitmore. Pass to Şengün. A 3-ball. Rebound by the Suns. It's Allen on the wing. Launches it. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Now just a 5-point Rocket lead.
The elevated playmaking of Durant. Passes like that really bring the team closer together.
Bull against Şengün. Here's Whitmore. Perfect on the shot. Swishes it through. And the Rockets lead by 7. The Suns have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the 4th quarter. Bull finds Allen. Screen by Bull. The 3 from KD. Near the 3-point line, it's Booker. Şengün with the rebound. And Houston leading by 7. Thompson passes to Shepard for 3. And it's Bradley Beal with the rebound. Phoenix has gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the 3rd quarter. Houston's gone into a funk from downtown in the 4th. Only 1 of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Nice shot by Brooks.
Well, spacing the floor. Brooks is comfortable shooting it from deep.
Suns trail by 10. Outside Beal. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Rockets have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the 4th quarter. Here's Shepard. And it's off from 3-point range. And stolen by Şengün. We've got 1:08 left in the 4th quarter. The 3. And Bull pulls it down.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
It's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession. For the Rockets, Jalen Green's checked in for Cam Whitmore. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Shepard. And for the Suns, Nick Richards. He's checked in for Bull. And it's done in for Allen. Beal, that's for 2. It's rebounded by Şengün. Here's Green. Misses, and he wants that one back.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yeah, they fought as hard as they could. Just wasn't in the cards tonight.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
So we see the Rockets get the win here. A confident win and one where they